Good afternoon and welcome to Points West. First this lunchtime, a man who served 22 years in prison is using his experience of drug addiction and violent crime to warn young people of the dangers. Paul Simmons now talks twice a day on social media to help mentor others. He's also a Bristol Rovers fan, and Scott Ellis is at the Memorial Stadium for us this lunchtime. Scott.
Yeah, Bristol Rovers has a community trust which helps young people make the right decisions, and Paul Simmons is working for them as well as doing his talks, his drug mentoring on TikTok. Paul, talking to young lives, we can see the tower in the background where you were brought up as a kid. Wasn't a good childhood. Tell us very quickly how your life went.
No, it wasn't a great childhood. I suffered domestic abuse through just wrong parenting, really. From there, I was put into a residential setting where, again, I suffered more abuse. Ended up putting myself on the streets and got involved in crime, street crime and drug addiction.
And 22 years in prison, you managed to maintain that drug addiction. Now you're clean. What got you off drugs?
Apart from re-educating myself through the prison system, I got myself a degree in health and social care. It was my partner. She gave me the one message, like, you either do good and sort your life out, or you go back to jail and the rest of it that comes with it.
So you're drug mentoring now. Let's talk to Adam Tutton, who's from the Trust. What sort of reaction do you get when you do a talk, maybe with kids from Lockleys, when Paul takes the stage?
Yeah, Paul's a fantastic mentor for the young people that we work with. We work on a Premier League funded project up at Lockleys on a Monday and a Friday. And we have anywhere between 80 and 100 young people up there. Paul comes along, he does regular talks with us about the problems of crime and how that can spiral into drug addiction and, in his case, homelessness as well.
And he drives some of them to tears.
We have had it. It's a very moving sort of talk when Paul, because it actually comes from the heart and it's real life experience. I think a lot of these young people see things on telly, they don't necessarily believe it's real, but Paul was there, and as you say, for 22 years, and I think sometimes he's a real opens people's eyes to how difficult it can be.
Very quickly, if you don't mind, what do you think life is like for young people now back in Lockleys? What's the dangers?
I don't think it's easy. I think knife crime is rampant at the moment, but if they really want the help and they can get the help, just check Paul Addict Mentor out.
OK, brilliant. More for you on Points West this evening, but for the Memorial Stadium, back to you.
Scott Ellis, thanks very much. Scott at the Memorial Stadium there. Now, in other news, Swindon's Great Western Hospital is getting a new emergency department.